Chapter 74. Oh, good. What about the rest of the rule? Tijou asked. What exactly is this game about? Please follow me, and I'd explain as we walk. Digu led the group into a corridor of the hotel as he spoke and said, there are two parallel corridors in this hotel. The layout of each corridor is exactly the same. The two teams will each occupy one corridor to start the game, and the team that completes the task first can claim victory. After saying that, he pushed open the first door in the corridor, on which was written Sender. This is the sender's room, Egu said. After the game starts, the two senders can only stay in their respective rooms and are not allowed to go out. Your task is to send out a letter containing a password. The empty room had only one table, and the things on the table were clear at a glance. There was a letter, an iron box, a golden key, and a golden lock. Lincoln thought for a moment and asked, since we can't leave this room, how are we supposed to send the letter out? It's simple. Give the letter to the spy, Egu said. Please follow me. He led the group out of the room and into the corridor. The corridor is the activity area for all the spies. You will shuttle back and forth in your respective corridors to deliver the letter. Let the spy help deliver the letter. Everyone was stunned after hearing this. Have you guys ever watched spy dramas? Egu said with a smile. Sometimes, even when you know the messenger is a spy, you still have to send the letter out. Everyone was at a loss for words after hearing this. Most of the people present were young, and how many of them had studied spy dramas? What's this? Lin Tin saw a small machine in the corridor. The machine looked like an electric heater, with a palm-sized hole on top. This is a shredder, Egu said. The spy can throw anything into the shredder according to their preference, including letters, keys. But it's worth mentioning that due to size limitations, the iron box can't be thrown in, so we can let the spy send anything. Lincoln asked, can we send just a single key? Yes, as long as you want. You can let the spy go back and forth in the corridor multiple times. Everyone had a vague feeling that this game was not simple, that were going to happen were completely unpredictable. That's all for the first half of the rule, Egu said with a smile. Please, senders, go back to your rooms. You don't need to participate in the rest of the rules. Lin Kind glanced at Kaizhou and then slowly walked back to the room. The golden retriever from the other team also went to the other corridor and entered the room. Peach all looked at the shredder in the corridor and suddenly regretted something. It seemed that the spy was the most variable role in this game. No matter what you receive, you must deliver it within 3 minutes, unless you have already destroyed that thing. Daegu pointed to the digital watch in the corridor, where there was a 3-minute countdown. If the time runs out and the goods are still not processed, you will be punished. Bao Ellen, the girl, was startled after hearing this. Didn't you say our identities were the safest? Of course, as long as you deliver the thing or destroy it, you'll be safe, Daegu said with a smile. This rule is set to prevent someone from stalling for time. Seeing that everyone was silent, Daegu said again, please, the spies, stay here. The rest of you, follow me. Now Ellen, the girl, stayed. Daegu led the remaining people to continue walking forward. At present, both sides only had the recipient and the hostage left. At the end of the corridor was another room, on which was written recipient. Daegu pushed open the door. Inside, there was still a table. Was only a silver key and a silver lock. In the corner of the room was a large device that looked like a refrigerator. This is the activity space for the recipient, Daegu said, except for the spy. You can't communicate with anyone. After saying that, he walked to the large device again and said, this cabinet is the place where the hostage needs to stay. After the game starts, you will be trapped in the cabinet. Tisha was the first to go up and check the cabinet. There was an electronic display screen on the cabinet door, which currently showed not locked. The internal structure of the cabinet was also rather strange. The cabinet walls were made of metal, and there were quite a few holes on them. It looked like This is a large microwave oven I customized, Egu said. Half an hour later, if no one opens the cabinet door, the person inside will turn into meat. The big bald guy next to him gasped in shock. He was of the other team. Microwave oven, he shouted and backed away. I'm not going in. Hey? The blond guy grabbed him. Stop messing around. If you back out here, AMU will kill you when he gets out. Upon hearing this, the bald guy was obviously scared. Well, I can't climb into a microwave oven either. Don't worry. How could these people be AMU's opponents? The blond guy grabbed the bald guy's shoulders, and even his mien. The bald guy thought for a while and nodded with some hesitation. As for the recipient, your rules are no different from those of the sender. Egu continued. The only thing you need to pay attention to is that if you successfully receive the letter, please immediately open the envelope. Crack the door opening password to rescue your teammate. The team that rescues their teammate first will be regarded as the winner. T. Shaw saw that Zhang Xihans had been silent all along, so he asked casually, "Do you believe me?" Zhang Xihans thought for a moment and said, "Qizhou, I believe you, but there are too many variables in this game. In this room, you can't communicate with others, let alone discuss tactics. Even if I believe you, it doesn't mean you can definitely rescue me." This, Qizhou was at a loss for words. Egu saw the two people talking and, quite inappropriately, came up with a smile and said, "Even now, if you want to exchange identities, I won't object." After hearing this, Qizhou was startled and took out his recipient card to look at it. Zhang's had just escaped from the fish tank and was now going to enter the microwave oven. Wouldn't it be too cruel for her? Lawyer Zhang, logically speaking, I should indeed exchange with you, Qizhou said with some difficulty. Letting you be a hostage twice in a row is too. It's okay, Zhang Xihan said. Qizhou, from the perspective of maximizing benefits, you should hold this recipient card. Standing in the middle ground of the whole game, you will be more likely to control the overall situation. Compared with others, I'm also more confident in letting you open the door lock. Don't you think it's cruel to you? Qizhou asked. Cruel? Zhang Xihan's forced a smile. As long as it's the right thing to do, it should be executed unconditionally. Coincidentally, my clothes are still wet. I'll just consider it as going in to dry them.